Well, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. All right. We are going to be continuing. Let me share my screen with you. Well, I don't have to. I don't have to. We're going to be continuing to actually, our goal is to finish assignment number 2 tonight. Okay, that's our goal. Okay. But I do want to share something with you. I want to share the sample drawing with you.
Mr. W, I have one question.
Sure.
So on the sample drawing, right, how many inches, not inches, but like, is it supposed to be 1/16 away from the baseline?
Okay, 1/16 from the baseline. Okay, let me do my introduction. Okay,
All
and
right,
what I will do, I will bring up the cartoon drawing and we can talk about it together. Okay.
all right.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. I'm going to content here, and I'm going down to learning materials. Yes. Okay. Weeks 4 and 5. Okay. Now we're gonna look at the sample drawing together. Okay. Cool. Now, this is what your finished assignment should look like. Okay. With the exception that the borderlines of the title block here should be heavier in weight. Okay. Okay. Should be heavier in weight. And while we're talking about that, I want to make sure that everybody knows that what you're probably going to do toward the end is to make all of the lines of the title block borderlines, which should be a little bit thicker than these lines here are. Okay. Speaking of that, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to outline the title block with a borderline. Okay. This line becomes a borderline. This line becomes a borderline. This line, and this line. So all the lines of the title block, you're going to make wonderful borderlines. Okay. I reiterate that because for some reason people are forgetting that these lines here, this one and this one should also be borderlines. Okay. Then of course the title block, the college logo will be secondary lines, right? And we did that for our assignment number 1, okay? Using your tools, and we're going to cover this a little bit later, okay? So because what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to sketch it. In fact, I just want to say this generally speaking, okay? All the assignments, we're not sketching anything. We're using our tools to create hard lines, okay? Okay, we're not sketching anything, all right? Now, getting to the assignment itself, all right, we're about to turn certain lines of each exercise into nice, wonderful secondary lines. And if you look at these lines here, they are generally the same weight and the same value, okay? Thin and dark, using your 2H 0.7 millimeter mechanical pencil, all right? Only the lines shown here are to be secondary line. Only these lines. We know we did a lot of other lines to actually create the geometric construction for each exercise, but only the lines shown here are to be turned into secondary lines. All other lines are to remain to be construction lines. And if you make them light enough, if we were to make a reproduction of this assignment, they would not appear or they would not reproduce, okay? So are we clear about that? And please, before you submit anything, go back to the sample drawing and compare your work that you've completed to the sample drawing and see how closely they match, okay? All right, so this will help you kind of stay on the right track in terms of line weights and composition and all of that, okay? So we see here, of course, we have 9 exercises, right? And then the sheet number, I'm gonna reiterate this, is actually BD-2, in case you get confused with that, just like it is over here. The drawing number, which is also here for the main title of the exercise, the drawing number is BD-2, okay? So any questions about that? Please make reference to the sample drawing before submission. All right, so now let's go to my, pardon me, let's go to my board here. So I want you to make reference to the sample drawing so that you know what lines are going to be secondary lines. And see what's going on with my camera. What's going on with my camera? There we go, that's better. Okay, so here we are at quadrant 1, right? Quadrant 1. So now what we're about to do is to turn these construction lines, some of them, into secondary lines. So we're only going to secondary line the horizontal line here, and the vertical line here, and this arc. Okay, so we're going to do, all right? So let's get started. You know, secondary lines are what? Thin and dark. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to darken in the horizontal and vertical lines first. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just adding extra pressure. Just like that, going over the line, okay? Just making it thin and dark. Cool. Okay, of course you can get your compass back up. And what I would do, I would bevel the edge of my I would bevel the edge of my compass again to make sure that it's nice and sharp. Yeah. Okay. Sanding block. I don't have to do it too much because it's good. Okay. So now you're going to put your needle back in the same intersection here, right? Same intersection, okay? Right, get in the same place. Okay. But then we can test it and make some adjustments to get the. Okay, we just want to test it. We're going to. So what I'm going to do, essentially I got in the same spot. Okay, let's see what. Okay, that looks good. Looks good. That looks good. I simply adjusted my compass distance so that I get a good point of tangency at the horizontal line and at the vertical. vertical line, vertical, horizontal line, okay? Just testing it out, see what it's gonna look like. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, I want to make sure that my lid is not twisted either. I want it to be straight. Okay, I don't want my lid to be turned. I want it to be straight, but that's going to help me with my line work. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm adjusting my lid to make sure that it is actually straight and not twisted. That looks pretty good. So I'll tighten that down. Okay, I'm going to go with this. Okay. So now just definite pressure, 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 definite pressure. I'll leave it just like that. Cool. All right.
Mr. W, before we move on to the next,
Okay, so now, yes, so now, yes. But please make reference to the sample drawing as to what lines should actually be secondary lines and which lines are not. So let me, I'm going to print out the, give me a second to print the sample drawing out. Okay.
I just need to know what was the height of the actual drawing to the baseline of the box.
Okay, yes. So now to answer your question. So let us look at the cartoon drawing together. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that. Okay, let's come up here and let's go to right here. I thought I had, anyway, we'll just go there. As you're moving on to everybody, as you're moving on to quadrant 2, I would if that circle is kind of like dark, I would kind of use your eraser and kind of lighten up that circle, right? So you don't get any double lines. And I'll show you in a few minutes what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, so Charles, let's look at the cartoon with you. All right, so now you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
So now, what is your question?
All right, so you know where the circle and that line is at? The baseline that creates that one box, that's one singular box.
Yes.
How far does the actual drawing need to be from that baseline right there where your mouse is at?
Okay, all right. Let me ask you a question. You have these 9 boxes, right?
Yes, all that is complete. I'm at the drawing part.
Oh, now I think, okay, now I understand. You're at the drawing part and you're at the first quadrant, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so now I know where we are. Okay, so let me go back to my screen. Let me stop sharing here. Go back to my board, that is. Okay. Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't watch the video. I was,
No, see, this is why you're asking me this question. Now,
yes, I was trying to
yeah,
catch up.
you have to watch those videos because I covered all of this in the video and I recorded it. Okay, so
All
now
right,
you have to watch those videos. All right, but I'm going to answer your question right here. Okay.
all right.
Okay. You see, this is the line of the main title. Okay.
All right.
Right? And so here's what I did. Here's what I did. I put in the guidelines for the exercise title, right? Because
Yep.
there's a line 1/16, and then this text here is 1/4 of an inch high. So I added that guideline to ensure that when I place this line here, it did not interfere with with the top of my text, right? So that's why I placed the guidelines first.
Okay.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I'm gonna give you a measurement, right? I'm gonna give you a measurement, okay? But watching the video, again, it's gonna help you, okay? So from, I'm just gonna give you a measurement to get you started. Okay. Okay, so from, yeah, and I don't know how you're going to really do this if you don't watch the video and kind of like follow along, okay? Okay, that's the only way to do it. All right. But anyway, to answer your question, from this line to this line here,
Mm-hmm.
that's 5/8 of an inch.
All right.
But now we're laying all this out first, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch the video, okay? We're doing all the setup stuff first, right? This is we've done the setup for the exercises. Now we're doing the final version, right? Okay.
Yep.
So that's why you have to watch the video so that you can do the setup drawings properly.
Okay.
All right, that'll help. Okay. Yeah, I was saying with quadrant number 2, if the circle is a little dark, just use your eraser and kind of lighten it, lighten this circle up, right? So you don't have a double circle there. Okay. Okay, so as we look at exercise number 2, only the circle and the chords and the chord bisectors should be secondary line. Exercise number 3, only the horizontal line and this new arc and this existing arc should be secondary line.
Hey, Mr. W,
Yes.
do the arcs have to be the exact same length as the drawing, sample drawing?
No. Oh, okay. Have you, where are you in the process?
I'm on number 2, but I was talking about number 3 because the big circle on the bottom is like goes way farther than the drawing 3 sample on the paper that you have.
Okay, so now we're talking about, you are secondary lining these lines. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And just adjust your compass to make these points of tendency happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Just test it out before you darken it in. Okay. You know you're going to put your needle here. Here's what I would do. Okay. Put your needle in the same place here. See that? Oh, can you see that? Let me back it up a little bit. Let me help you. Okay, so you're going to put your needle in the same place here, and then adjust your compass to that arc, just like this, right? Okay. But you got to put your needle in the same place that you put it previously when you were doing the actual when you were constructing the exercise. Okay, so I'm putting my needle in the same place. Okay, and then I'm adjusting it to that arc. Okay, I'm testing it out, see how it's going to look. That's pretty good. So now I'm going to just over here, and I can darken it in. Okay, pressure, 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 pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure. Okay, and then what I would do is to darken in that horizontal line. Cool. All right. And then I will put my needle at the same place here that I had it previously. And then I'm going to just adjust my compass so I can get points of tangency. See how that's looking? That's looking pretty good here. I need to adjust it just a little bit more as I'm looking up there. Okay, adjust it just a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Did that help you at all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I'm just working on quadrant of number 2 now. Okay. I'm putting my needle at the center of the circle, making sure I got 2 inches. Looks pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and darken this in. Cool. Cool. Nice thin, dark secondary lines. And then I can get my 3060 out and I can create my chords. Okay, now I can darken my chords in. Okay, of course, flipping it over. Okay, cool. I got my chords. Now all I gotta do is draw, darken my chord bisectors by going over those. Okay, let's do the other one. And that's all that I need to do for that one. As you are continuing, just keep that compass lead bevel. Okay, just keep it bevel. Okay, so I'm just gonna work on. And of course, again, we're following the sample drawing, and we own secondary lining these lines. Cool. That's all that we're doing. Okay, perpendicular. I got my 30/60 and my 45 again. Okay, so I can make these lines perpendicular to 30 degrees. Just darken them in. Pressure. Pressure. Oops. Get that removed. Let's move this down. Pressure. Pressure. The last one. Cool. Okay, I'm personally working on 5 now. I'm working on 5. So I think what I'm going to do first is to draw in this line right here, the 30-degree angled line there. I'll do that one first. And of course, it's 30 degrees. Okay. Okay, good. So then I'm going to put my needle, my compass. I'm going to put see which one I want to do. I'm just going to do this one right here. Okay. I'm going to put my needle in my original position. Okay. Adjust it to test it out, see where it's landing. It looks pretty good. Okay. So go ahead and darken this in. Good. Which one I'm going to do next? I think I want to do this original one over here. Okay. Putting my needle in the same place, adjusting it to the radius of this existing. Looks good right there. So I can go ahead and darken this in. Okay, cool. All right. I'm going to put the needle in this original position right here. There it is. In a section, see if I can get some points of tangency here. Just testing it out, see how close I'm getting. Good. I'll leave it right there. Good. Now, if that arc doesn't touch the line as drawn here, I'm not gonna, don't worry about it, okay? Okay, if it looks like mine, fine, we're gonna go with it, all right? Okay. So I'm working on this one here. Okay, so I need to get my adjustable triangle out again and set it to 53 degrees. Setting it to 53 degrees again. Okay, and I'm going over this line here. Cool. And then I'm just going to darken this right here. There it is. Okay. Gonna go here, work on this one. So, for the circle. Good. So we see as you work on number 7, only the hexagon and the octagon are going to be secondary lines. Okay, everything else will be construction lines, steel, and then we're gonna also going to do the OG curve. Now, if you made your construction lines light enough, you shouldn't have to erase them. But if some of them appears to be dark, just erase them out. using your erasing shield to help you. Right?
Yep.
Okay. That's what it should look like.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna print it out.
Okay.
I've got all my secondary lines completed, Mr.
Okay,
Williams.
awesome. Awesome. Okay. Okay, when you have finished the secondary lines for all of the exercises, I want you to go back and lay out with construction lines, all the lines of the title block, right? That you did previously, right? Okay? Just like you did before. And just to refresh a review, right? From this line to this line is what? 11:30 seconds, right? Good. And then from here to here is 11:30 seconds. And then as we look at our architect scale, okay, just to review, okay? Pardon, what was that? What is this? Okay, to review, 1/16 right here, oops, smallest increment, 1/16, contains 230 seconds. All right, so 230 seconds, 430 seconds, 630 seconds, 830 seconds, 1030 seconds, and then halfway between right there, right? Halfway between 1130 seconds. Remember also now that you're working over here, now that you're working on the title block, just laying out those lines, okay, remember that you have your finished work over here, right? Over here's your finished work, right? So be careful about sliding your T-square or your straight edge over your finished work, right? Kind of make sure you kind of pick it up and move it, right? So that you don't smear, even though these are secondary lines and using George Lid, that you don't smear your line work, okay? Because we try to keep our drawings as clean as possible. Again, after you finish with the secondary lines, you're going to be laying out all of the lines of the title block. Close enough. You can also, while you're at it, you can also lay out the logo with construction lines as well, right? Of course, you're gonna need your 45-degree triangle to do that, okay? And, right? And this is giving you, just like you did before, I want to mention too that this should not be sketched. You should be drawing using your drafting tools. Okay? And here are the dimensions again. Okay. Okay. I'm having a time. Okay. Okay, you can see you can see my screen here, right? So now this is where the logo is going to go, right? All right. So do you have this line here already? You have the box?
Yes.
Good. All right. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to need your 45-degree triangle. Stick it. Okay. All right. So your initial task is to make an X here from corner to corner. Just with construction lines. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, now, when you need to refer to the main title template PDF. Do you have this available?
No, I don't have that printed out.
You should go ahead and print it out. It will help you.
All right.
Got it?
I'm looking through my papers.
Okay.
No, I don't have that paper.
Can you, okay. All right. It's, if you go to the table of contents in D2L, and you scroll down to where it says course resources, and scroll all the way down until you get to drawing templates.
I found it.
Got
Title
it?
block template.
Yes, could you print that, please?
Yep, downloading it now. I have the paper.
Okay, cool. Now, these dimensions here, right here, okay, they're showing you how to, they're giving you the dimensions of the logo, that is, okay? We see that each square is 1/4 of an inch at full size scale, okay? and there's a 1/16 space between each square. See that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we have a little X here, right? So the space between each square is 1/16. So here's what we're going to do. We know that 1/16 is represented by this increment right here. That's 1/16. So now we got to take that and split it in half. So what I do? So I'm taking 1/16, right? Good. You see what I'm doing? 1/16, and I'm putting this line between, because that's going to give me 1/32 anyway. I'm putting it in between, and then I'm gonna give myself a reference point here and a reference point there. Okay, that's gonna be good. All right. So now I can go ahead and I can add that space. Okay, good. See that?
Yep.
Okay. So Greg, I'll let you go ahead and do that. And of course we're gonna do the same thing for the other line as well. We're just providing the space now between the squares. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing for the other line. Okay, but I need to take that line and I need to take 1/16 and split it about that line halfway between. Give my little reference point there, reference point there. Okay, cool. So now I can draw that space and that space. Cool. It's kind of tight, but hey, it is what it is. All right.
The
Got it?
yes.
Okay, good. So now we see that each square is 1/4 of an inch at full size scale. So I'm gonna come over here. I know it's kind of tight, but okay. I'm gonna go 1/4 of an inch here. From that, 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And I'm gonna go 1/4 of an inch here. Okay. So now I can create my first box now. Cool. So you see there, I've created my first box at 1/4 of an inch. See that? Good. All right.
Yes.
So now I can continue to create the other ones the same way. 1/4 of an inch there. Okay. All right. I need 1/4 of an inch from that. Okay, 1/4. Cool. All right. Same thing over here. Need 1/4 of an inch. So that's how you do it, right? So now I've created 4 boxes, each being 1/4 of an inch square with a 1/16 space between the boxes. Using your tools. Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
I did it.
Got it?
Yes.
Does it look like mine?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
I don't know where I was going, but I think probably over my dad's house.
Ashley, are you there?
Did you say me?
Yes, Ashley.
Hi.
Just checking in with you. How you making out?
Good. I'm still catching up. I'm
I understand.
up to the part where we're doing up to drawing them as secondary lines.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
So I'm pretty close. I just gotta chug through the rest of these secondary lines and then I should be good.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to give you some additional instructions. So after you've laid out the lines of the title block and you've laid out the logo, okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to lay out all the guidelines of the text for the main titles, right? So you need to make reference to this handout here. Okay, of course, it's in course resources under drawing templates, okay? But just like you did before, okay? You see, I've already laid out the guidelines for the drawing title. So I did that to ensure that my exercise here did not interfere with the text that I'm going to draw there. So now I'm going to lay out the rest of the guidelines, okay? Okay. Just to reiterate, the text here is 1/8 of an inch high. Text here is 1/8 of an inch high. So I'm just going to come over here, and I'm going to come down from that line. I'm going to come down. You see what I'm doing? Yes. I'm going to come down 1/8 of an inch and put in 1/8 of an inch text. Okay. For the lower half of the circle, for the upper half of the circle, same thing. 1/8 of an inch space, and then 1/8 of an inch text. That should get it visually centered between those halves of the circle. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to just put the guidelines in very lightly. Guideline here. Guideline here. That was off, but I'll cover it later. Guideline here and guideline there. Okay. I'm going to correct this one because it's not. I missed my reference mark by a tad. So I'm just going to erase that one out. Should erase that out using my erasing shield. That helps me. Let me erase it some more. Cool. Now, let's put that 1/8 of an inch text back in here. Let's do that. One is space, one is text. Yep, I like that better. All right. So I have that text in. And of course, I'm gonna do that for all the main titles. And then what I gotta do then, I got to show where this text here starts 1/4 of an inch from this point of the circle, 1/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna put that vertical line in there. So I'm going to start that text 1/4 of an inch. Cool. I'm just going over it again because I know you only did it once. Next time you're gonna be on your own. Okay, good. So that's where that text is starting. Good. And I need to now lay out the guidelines for the word scales, and I can write the scale there. So it's line 1/16, and we see that this text here is 1/8 of an inch high. 1/16 space, 1/8 of an inch. So let's get the right scale here. So from the line 1/16, and then 1/8 of an inch text. Okay, so you're gonna do that for all of the main titles. There we go.
Hey, Mr. W.
Yes, sir.
I followed the title block paper for the demonstration, but there's a lot of like leftover space at the bottom.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me. Email it to me. Take a
Okay.
picture and then send me the PDF. Okay, email it to me so I can look at it.
It's just half an inch of space left at the bottom of the block.
Okay, can you show it to me?
Yeah.
Can you take a
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes, I can send it.
Okay, thank you. And that way I'll have a visual. Okay, Xavier. It
Yes.
seems like is the width of your title block 1 inch?
It's 1 inch and 1/16, 1 and 1/16.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
How is he doing overall? Yeah, I said, how is he? How is he doing? Hold on a second. Hello? I just want to.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking from, okay, it seems, I don't think you're reading the, you're not reading the cartoon drawing correctly, okay? And I think what's really not helping you is that you're not watching the videos. The ones that I record, okay, you're not watching them, okay? Now, okay, here's the edge of your paper, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, here's the edge of the paper, and then from here to here should be a 1/2 inch, right? You check that out for me.
Check it down now.
From the edge of the paper to this line here should be a 1/2 inch.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is where the title block should start, okay? But that's okay. That's okay. Now, from here to here, is this 1 inch? From this line to this line?
Checking now. Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so but now here's the issue. Okay, here's the issue. From here to here is 1 inch, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now listen, you are still sketching this. You are still sketching this logo. It should not be sketched. I want you to look at that sample drawing. Look at the sample drawing and look at the logo. Your logo should look exactly like the logo drawn on the sample drawing. It should not be sketched. So you need your 45-degree triangle to create these boxes here. Okay? And the boxes should all be uniform. Okay? And now the space between the boxes here at 1/4 inch should be 1/16, not 1/8. So you have to take this line, okay, and split 1/16 at that line. That means you're going to have 1/32 here and 1/32 there, which is half of 1/16. Okay. Now, so here's what I want you to do. Okay. So if from here to here is 1 inch, okay, then from this line, from this line to that line should be 11/32. What is it now?
I'm checking. 3 ticks down from 0.
Okay.
3 dashes down from 0.
Okay. Let me okay, so now here's what I want you to do. Erase this logo out. Erase it out, because, and these lines should not be that heavy. They should only be secondary lines. Again, I want you to look at that sample drawing and make your logo look just like that sample drawing. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, let me share my screen with you. I mean, I'm gonna stop sharing here and then I'll share my screen. Okay, here's a sample drawing. Now do you see how you see how this logo looks right here?
Yes.
That's the way yours should look. Using your tools. You know, I just demonstrated it to you, right? Using your tools, right? Not sketched. Okay, use that 45-degree triangle to help you. All right. Okay, now. Let's go to the title block. Let's see while those lines are. Okay. So you've told me that from here to here is 1 inch on your title block, right? In other words, the width of the title block is 1 inch, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, here's what you have to do. Okay. From here, from this edge of the title block to this first line here is 11/32. Now, I'm gonna show you what 11/32 look like, okay? So this least increment here is 1/16, right there. So that's 1/16. That's why it has 16 here, because the basic increment is 1/16, right? There are 2 32nds in 1/16. So you need 11/32. So here's what you got to do, okay? 2 32nds, 4 32nds, 6 32nds, 8 32nds, 10 32nds, right? 10, and then halfway between is going to be 11/32.
Yeah.
Okay, is yours that way?
I got it.
Hmm?
Yep, 11:30 seconds between the two dashes.
I don't know what that means. When you say 11:30 seconds from a 2 dash. What do you mean?
Oh no, I was saying between the two dashes.
Oh, yes. 11, yes, between. But now, so go ahead and make your, now, go ahead and resize those, because if this is 1 inch, then when you lay these out at these lines being 11:30 seconds from each other, it should look like this. You shouldn't have any space left over.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. Now concerning the Xavier, concerning the logo, you saw how I used my 45-degree triangle to create it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta do the same thing. Okay?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, same thing. Don't sketch it.
Okay.
All right. Okie dokie. The last thing that we're gonna do for this evening, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to lay out the guidelines for the title block, okay? The guidelines for the text of the title block, all right? So you have your example, just like we did last time, right? Okay? Okay. We see that scale and date and drawn by are all 1/8 of an inch high, and they're centered horizontally within these columns, okay? Okay? Just like you did last time. Okay? So it's giving you the height of the text and the location of the text, okay? I want to reiterate this, okay? All right, so you're gonna lay out the text for the drawing title, which is going to be geometric construction. But here's what we talked about last time. We said that we're gonna provide 1/4 of an inch space. And then of course the text here is 1/4, just like last time. And then the course title, okay, is 1/8 of an inch space. And from this line here, it's 1/8 of an inch high in height. So from this line here, we're going to go 1/8 of an inch, and then 1/8 of an inch text. Okay, line 1/8 of an inch space, 1/8 of an inch text. At the top, line 1/4 inch text and 1/4 inch space, and then 1/4 inch text. You got it. Okay, and then as we go to the final line, final box that is, we're going to split this in half, right? Split this in half, and there's going to be once you provide this line here, then from the line to this text is 1/16, and then from that line to drawing number, the bottom of drawing number is 1/16. So what's happening is that you have 1/8 of an inch text, 1/8 of an inch space, and then 1/8 of it is text centered horizontally within the box. Okay, so that's the last thing we're going to do for this evening.
Hey, Mr. W.
Yes.
Is there a template for the circle lines, measurements for writing inside the circles?
Yes.
Is there a cartoon? Okay.
No, no, it's not a cartoon. No. I just printed it. Where is it? Here. Right here.
Oh, okay.
And you can find that in course resources. You don't take a picture of it, but you can find it in course resources. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep. It's the main title template.
Okay, I see.
Place, yeah, the same place that you found the title block template. You'll see it there. Xavier? Xavier?
Yes.
Make sure that your main titles, that the circles are 3/4 of an inch. You're using your circle template, right?
Yeah, I have a circle template on the ground.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. Make sure that these main titles, right, and you see the positioning of them when you look at the cartoon. Make sure they're 3/4 of an inch, and make sure that this line sets the circle, splits it into 2 equal halves. Okay? So look at your drawing and make sure that's happening. Okay, it's approaching the 8 o'clock hour. Okay. So we're going to stop here tonight. On what day is this? On Monday, okay, we are going to definitely finish up this assignment, because all we have to do at that point is to add the annotation, and to turn all the lines of the border of the title block into border lines. Okay, so that should take care of the first half of class. And then the second part of class, we're going to start assignment number 3, which is isometric and orthographic views. Okay. So do we have any questions concerning tonight's session? No questions? Good. All righty. So with that, I'm going to end this session. All right. Before I do, Gia, okay. A good night to everyone. Good night. Good night.
Okay, good night. Thank you.
Have a
Good
good
night.
weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Gia?
Yes,
Yes?
I'm still here.
Yes. Could you, did you get my my chat to you relative to assignment number 1?
Oh yes, I started. I also saw.
I got it. I see it. I see the response. Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry about it. I got
Okay.
really bad headache last week, so I was so I was a little bit messed up.
Okay. All right. So thank you, sir.
Okay, have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.